morning, everyone. Thank you very much for the invitation. Was very happy to participate in this academic event. My presentation is about science, deployment, and proximity of knowledge. I say that scientific knowledge as a social good produces in the local and national context, seeks to know the public light through disciplinary events such as a conference, a workshop, congress, academic publication. On the other hand, there are citizens who contributed with their tax to establish research funds. A community citizens expect to know what universities and research centers are investigating and how this production will improve their quality of life. The internationalization of research is influenced by different actors and social, political, and institutional aspects at the same time that affects the dynamic of knowledge production from a multidimensional perspective. Today, in globalized society, universities and science organizations have the commitment to train professionals who have the capacity to adapt and competence in the international arena. That is to say, that they have the capacities sufficient and necessary to work in different intercultural contexts. Some words about the production of knowledge communication. In the academic world, books and articles are writing, and the digital platforms offer the possibility of creating and developing online journals, with the purpose of sharing knowledge with the academic community, producing research centers and universities. The scientific research and the production of knowledge is a collective activity which generally occurs in universities and scientific organizations. The generation of new knowledge is no longer an individual activity to gradually become a group activity. In a context of increasing collectivization and internationalization of the scientific activity, production of a collective nature appears as the operative cells were the process of knowledge production. The collectivization of science refers to the concept of extended invisible college, as Price said. That is to say, informal collectives of scientists who are responsible for advising the frontiers of knowledge. Gibbons described 20 years ago a new mode of knowledge production characterized by different knowledge generation mechanisms and way of communicating it. The presence of more actors from different disciplines and different histories producing different plays. The idea of knowledge mobilization claims that knowledge produced in the university environment are ready to be used and transferred to society through planned processes that are the prolonging in time. The basic idea of knowledge mobilization is to strengthen the relationship between research, policies, and practice of the knowledge produced, although its implementation is not easy. According to Levin, 2008, the understanding of knowledge mobilization as a process has depended considerably in research years. There are the characteristics of Levin think about knowledge mobilization. Is a creative idea, I think. Barriers to more effective knowledge management are multiple and real and have to do with evidence. It's a little ability of evidence when it exists, lack of interest among users, low confidence in the evidence, lack of ability to find and interpret it, lack of infrastructure to support the use of the research, and strong force of inertia and practice existing. However, there is a distance between the production of knowledge, its communication, and its probable use. That distance between this action will determine an objective difficulty. We believe that universities and centers of research could work on the idea of proximity between research, users, practice, investigation. It is about shortening the distance between the research, users, and practice of the knowledge that arise in the university. First, the initial action is to recognize that the practice can improve research. If we believe that the use of knowledge born in the research centers in the universities can feed and improve research in social disciplines, we are closer to being able to start this long process. Second, it is necessary to initiate an action plan that links research in humanities with the users, who must be recognized in the various disciplines who could use that knowledge. How? In what time? How can we know this practice, and how can we add them to the university research process? Therefore, it is need in the humanities shorten the distance between the multiple actors involved in the production of knowledge to enable transforming dialogues between users and research. In the investigative field, it is about recognizing the importance of the use and practice that user carries out with the knowledge produces in